Hi everyone, it's time for another beer review. This time it is an IPA that I've brewed, relatively basic, quite stereotypical. I'm sure the name's been used many times. I just called it IPA Hoppiness because it's relatively hoppy. Aiming for 64 IBUs, so yeah, it's meant to be quite bitter, I guess. Aim for 7.1%, ended up 6.8, so quite close. It was bottled on the 25th of last month, I have to say, sorry, so it's been the bottle about a month. Grain bill was as follows: 865 Maris Otter, 93 of Crystal, just to give a bit of sweetness, and 55 grams of Munich, just to give it a little bit more depth, I guess. Hop profile as follows: 6.75 grams of Nugget at 60, 4 grams of Centennial at 10, 6.5 grams of Chinook at 5, and 7 grams of Amarillo at Flame Out. There's no whirlpool or dry hop in this, so I'm not expecting it to be that aromatic on the nose. It's not long out the garage either, so I guess that probably won't help. But I could have waited a little bit longer, but I've just finished my last beer and I want another drink. And I thought, right, let's have one I've not tasted before, one of my brews I've not tasted before, because I fancy a drink. So yeah, maybe not giving it justice in the sense that I should be drinking it a bit warmer, but sod it. Quite simply sod it, I want a beer. So there we go, let's see how she is like. Bit of a hiss, bit of a cannon smoke, so good sign so far. Let's send a 330 because it's slightly higher ABV, so let's see how she pours. I'll pour that a little bit faster just to get a bit of a head. That's the sediment coming through now, so we'll leave that there. Just a little bit of sediment left in the bottle, not much. So let's see. I was on a course, brewing course, introduction to all grain brewing not so long ago, and that's how I've got into all grain brewing. One of the things, a bit of a gimmick, but from the brew store in Edinburgh, really good guys there. That probably won't be picked up on camera, but anyway, the brew store. Anyway, you got a freebie, it's just a pen, but it's actually got a wee cool light on the end, so I've actually never used it before. Let's see how well it works on this beer. Can't imagine it's very strong, and it won't work in something like a porter or a darker beer, but I guess for the purposes of this, it's probably not really needed, but a bit of a gimmick, but anyway, that's not really doing anything for us, but anyway, I just thought I'd give it a go. It's the first time I've tried that, so hey well. So what that pours, a nice kind of, it's got a bit of a gold, sort of a golden orangey marmalade hue to it. I don't know, hopefully that's picking up on the light. I think the sun's almost gone now, but yeah, there's sort of an orangey brownness to it there. Decent head, it's dissipated a little bit now, but when you swirl it up, that's probably the best part of 1 finger head, maybe 3/4, probably going down to about half of fine, very fine bubbles. Looks very sort of creamy cap on top, probably can't see that. Can't really see much lacing yet, but and there's a little bit of carbonation which you probably can't see, but there is a little bit of carbonation streaming up there. So let's go in for the smell and see if I can actually pick anything up. Oh, actually, that's interesting. Now, I think I pick up the Nugget, even though that's a bittering hop. That's quite distinctive. I'm going to be doing another beer review soon. I tasted one of my beers, a American brown ale that is quite dominantly hop with Nugget, and I don't really like it, to be honest. Yeah, but it's got quite a distinctive character to it. I can't quite remember what it's kind of earthy, woody, but I'm not that. I don't think there's anything wrong with the beer. I just don't like it. I don't think I like that hop very much. So If I make this again, I would maybe make it without nugget, but it's not dominant. It's there in the background, but I think I pick it up. Definitely get a bit of sweetness. Maybe a bit of fruit, slight fruitiness, maybe orange. I think that's probably from the Amarillo. But yeah, quite decent. Considering it's not been whirlpool or dry hopped, and it's quite cold, I'm picking up a decent amount of aroma, and it's not just, all malt. There isn't really a lot of malt there. There's only a wee small amount of Munich and a wee tiny amount of crystal for sweetness. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad. Quite promising. Let's go in for the taste and see what she's like. Oh, that is lovely. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? That's 3 batches this year that have just been really nice. Have to say, I've just said that the brown ale that I named BA Baracus that we will be doing a beer review on. It's not so nice, but that is nice. It's really smooth. You don't detect the alcohol or detest it even. A little bit of lace in there. I'm sure this is going to be so much better once it warms up, but it's so smooth. It's got a really nice mouthfeel. It's not overcarbonated. It's not undercarbonated. I'm never that great at beer reviews, but I'm not sure what I can pick out on the taste, but as much as I can say, it is extremely well balanced for what is meant to be 64 IBUs. I don't taste them at all. I mean, there's a decent amount of hops in there for the batch size, and the alpha acids on them are relatively high. So, even if I got the IBUs wrong slightly, they're not going to be wrong by much. So for what is, you do get the dryness on the back end, but it's really delayed. It's not like there straight away. Now that I've probably, 10, 15 seconds after I've had that drink there, it's just beginning to be really quite dry. You can detect the bitterness, but that's good. It's not there straight away. It's very subtle, and for what's only been in the bottle a month, that's really nice. Would I make this again? I think I would. Would I make any modifications? Yes. Slight criticism. I mean, I guess we all strive to achieve perfection or come across like the best recipe that's ever been invented. It needs a bit more aroma. So yeah, I would maybe do a dry hop or a whirlpool or both on this one, but certainly malt wise, wouldn't change that. Hops seems a quite good combination. Seems balanced taste wise. So probably wouldn't change the boil to flame out hops, but it does need a bit more aroma to it, just to, I guess, enhance everything else, and I guess that would probably add to the flavour also. So yeah, I'm quite pleased about that actually. Looks fairly decent also. Yeah, cheers.